Well, hello, my real estate friends. I hope your day is going great. Here we go. We're getting ready to plan for December. We're mid-November right now, but we're ahead of the game. I'm going to go ahead and talk about some December marketing strategies in our real estate business. So we'll discuss some pop-by ideas. We'll talk about our focus statement of the month and just really just some motivation, right? Because it's holiday time and we got a lot going on, right? We might be traveling out of town or have family coming to visit us at our homes, right? But we can still be productive. We can still show up, provide value to our leads, to our clients, and maybe possibly even get another closing or two. I just put out the Close More in Q4 holiday kind of marketing kind of deal there. So I will be sure to link the video somewhere up here above. If you haven't checked that out, definitely go check that out. It's a good one. Just sort of sharing my tips and strategies on how I lead generate to get clients, and actually a closing or two every year right before the year end so that we can close it up super strong. So I'm sharing those things over there with you. And in this video, of course, we're focusing in on the month of December and sort of setting up our game plan. This one will be a little unique in the simple fact that we are year end, right? And so we need to start thinking about how we can plan for next year. So I'll share some strategies and tips with you on that. So I'm really excited just to get rocking and rolling and get started. Of course, we're going to walk through a workbook today. If you want your copy of the workbook that we are walking through, you're just going to find the link. It's probably going to be pinned at the top of the comment or in the comments or in the description. Grab your copy. It's completely free. So just download that. If you print yours out, however you do them, there's a workbook every single month that we do our planning strategy sessions. So definitely grab that. If you are part of the Fall Marketing 24 Pass membership, thank you so much. This is our very last month of doing the fall marketing plan. It was sort of a trial run to see how folks reacted and how they liked it. That included some like pop by tags and social media posts and things like that every month for 4 consecutive months. So I've gotten some really, really good feedback. I don't know if we will be launching that for our what would be our next little kind of deal would be the winter pass 2025 pass. I don't think we're going to launch it. I just personally have some things that I am working on the back end, and so timing wise it's probably not going to work that I continue to do that, unfortunately. However, maybe by spring I can relaunch that. Okay, so in any case, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. But before I forget, how do you love this pink sparkly hat? Now, if you saw the Close More in Q4 holiday bundle kind of video that I put up, you're familiar with the hat. You've already been introduced to the hat. But look, I have a group of these and I want to share them with my real estate friends so you can get your own pink holiday hat. I have a stockpile, I don't know, maybe of 20 or so. And so I'm going to get those in the mail to you as a little Christmas gift from me. So all you have to do to be kind of entered in to those mail outs, and I'll probably do it most likely through the first week in December and then just sort of wrap it up from that, as I want you to have them for Christmas. But in any case, all you have to do, if you want a hat just like this video, definitely be a subscriber, of course, right? Let's just be great real estate friends. Like the video, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what you're most excited about for Christmas and December. What do you have going on? And then, of course, grab your copy of the workbook. That way I know who wants to be entered in to get one of these super awesome hats. And then, of course, I've got my little sold brooch on here. It's a little house-shaped brooch. I don't know if you could see it very good, but in any case, it's sparkly. It's all kinds of fun. And I sell these over in the Etsy shop. So I think I've got several left. So if you haven't gotten one of these are super fun. You can tag them on anything. I've got one on my bag too, my work bag. But in any case, if you're ready, let's get rocking and rolling. So I'm going to share my screen with you. We're going to have a lot of fun in this one. I'm really excited. I love Christmas time. And look, I know it's been kind of an odd year, right? I mean, shoot, we have been through a lot this year in terms of the settlement and the interest rates, and we had elections and all the things. But listen, we are going to thrive in 25. So I'm telling you now, for all of us that made it through 24, if you can make it through 24, You can do anything, right? And I've been licensed for a long time, and I think I shared with you going through the 2008 nightmare, and that was a whole big mess. I thought we would never get out of that. I was selling mini mansions back then for like $120,000, and we still couldn't sell them. So, it's we've had tougher markets. I would say this one was pretty tough though. But we're going to overcome it just like we do as rockstar agents that we are. And we're just going to thrive in 25. So if you like that idea, that's kind of what I'm sticking with. That's my motto anyway. Rates are going to get better, president elections done. So yeah, I'm really excited for the things to come for us. So let's go ahead, get rocking and rolling for December. Of course, again, this is a copy of the workbook, and don't forget to grab your copy. It's going to be, the link's going to be in the description. But in any case, this is what we're going to go over. We're going to go over what happened last month. We're going to look at our focus for the month of December. We're going to set some goals for the month, even though we've got all this other stuff going on, right? We're going to look at what's happening in the month of December and where, kind of what's going on in our lives, what's going on in our clients' lives. We're going to kind of review that. We're going to, of course, talk about pop-by ideas and strategies there. And I've got something super special for you that I think you'll really enjoy. So we'll talk about that. And then, of course, our social system and marketing plan. All right. So if you're ready, we are going to get rocking and rolling. Again, this is our power hour, right? So go ahead, grab a snack, grab a drink. I know this is the worst thing to drink, but I was just craving a Sprite today. I don't know why. Get a cup of coffee, get a glass of wine, whatever it is you do. Get a snack. Let's just really focus in. Let's really kind of make a plan. So that way, when December comes, we're ready to activate that plan and we can just really get out there. All right. And do what we need to do. Okay. Let's talk about November in review. So, and depending on when you're watching this, if it is still November, that's fine. What has been your biggest win for the month of November? What was your one thing? Did you get that one thing done? If you planned with me last month, you know what your one thing is. Did that get accomplished? Yes or no? What are your thoughts on that? What did you learn in the month of November? We learn things every single day, whether we realize that or not. And I think I've shared this before. My grandpa used to say, look, Melissa, if you can learn one thing a day, you by the time you're my age, you'll be doing all right. I love to learn. And I think it's so much fun. And so, if we learn things whether we realize it or not. It could be from family members, kids, coworkers, a client, right? Lord knows we learn a lot from our clients, right? So you never know it all by any means. And, and that's why I don't really hone in too much on how long I've been in real estate, because it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, this stuff changes every single day. So it doesn't really matter how many years on paper you've been in the business. And actually, I feel that newer agents have a way better opportunity than some experienced agents, right? Because you've got that whole newfound motivation, right? And it's just, everything's just so new and exciting and fresh and fun. Whereas an experienced agent, after so many years, it's you have to keep it exciting, right? Am I right or wrong? So that's why in the Etsy shop, I try to create fun things like, I don't know. I think I did an open house summer theme and, just to keep things fresh and fun for anybody, any agent, no matter how long you've been in the business. But in any case, what did you learn? What marketing worked for you? Did you do any marketing? And if you did, what kind of marketing was it that worked? And it does not have to be marketing you paid money for. That's the thing. And that's what I'm trying to share on this channel is I was able to build listen, when I started in the business, I was in a brand new city. I had like $500 to my name. I was broke, completely broke, freaked out. I didn't have really anybody to call on. I mean, it was kind of like fight or flight at that moment. I had to make it work. So I did creative things. And back then, Facebook and YouTube and none of that even existed. So, in any case, the point I'm trying to make is that you can market and you can do it all for free. And that's what I'd share with you on this channel primarily is how to do that, right? So what marketing worked for you, paid or not paid? And the best way to know if it worked for you, did you get calls off of it? Did you get a little, did you get any kind of feedback? Did anybody reach out to you? Did they message you, email you, call you, text you? Did you get any kind of response? Right? So it's kind of like if you're a person that's on a stage, right? And you go out on stage and the audience doesn't say anything, well, that's probably you're probably not speaking to them, right? And they're not understanding what you're talking about. But if somebody in the audience claps when you say something or, kind of waves or smiles, you're getting a reaction, right? So that's the best way I kind of gauge marketing. The numbers. So how many new leads did you add in your database for the month of November? You got to know your numbers, right? So we already talked about that. I talk heavily about that in my boot camp, the Essential Basics for Agents, the only boot camp that I have. But I talk about that. You have to know your numbers. You have to know how many leads you need every day to hit that big number goal that you're trying to hit every year, right? How many contracts did you get signed? And of course, how many closings, right? All right, cool. So let's go ahead and look at our focus for the month. We've recapped for November. We kind of know what that is. If you are printing this workbook out and you are sort of keeping a tally of these types of things, then it makes it a little easier to be able to kind of flip back and kind of reflect. I find it that way anyway. So our December focus is to be thoughtful, right? So your attitude, behavior, and results are directly tied to your thoughts. Okay, so everything we do comes back to our mindset and where we are in our mind. Positive thoughts will create feelings of confidence, joy, and pride in what you do, while negative thoughts can stop you in your tracks before making a sale. So choose your thoughts wisely and fill your head with the message that propels you forward instead of holding you back. So be thoughtful of your mindset, right? Remember why you do what you do, who you do it for, and always remember that there's only one you, right? Listen, and I'm going to share a quick story with you really quick. When I first got into the business, I remember, being completely broke and looking around at all these awesome agents. They had billboards and, all this stuff and, like assistants. And I'm like, what the, like, I'm never going to get to that. They were on like the multi-million-dollar thing and, had all these clients and were doing all these closings and all these amazing things. And I wasn't jealous of them, but I was like, oh man, I'm never going to reach that status, But I had to stop thinking like that. Right. And so what you have to do is you have to tune out what everybody else is doing. And I'm going to tell you what really made me change my thought process. One of my very first clients, I don't remember, maybe 3 or 4 in, ended up being an investor, right? And he was a multi-millionaire. This dude could buy anything he wanted, right? He was investing in flipping homes before flipping homes was even a thing, right? Before it hit the TV shows. Okay. So he's flipping homes and doing all this stuff, making buku of money, right? And I think I'm like 19 or 20 at the time, 21 maybe. But he's like, can you take me over here and show me this house? And I was like, sure. And it was a foreclosure in Georgia that was called Country Club of the South. And back then, that's where all your Atlanta Braves players lived. I mean, it was a big gated, beautiful community, all this stuff. Well, they had a couple foreclosures in there and he wanted to look at them. He was wanting to flip, $900,000 house to make a profit. Of course, today they'd probably be worth like 3 or 4 million, but in any case. So I'm like, sure. But I did ask him, and I met him and I showed him the home and I was excited because I'm like, heck yeah, $900,000 deal at 3%. I'm it's a nice little payday to be 21 years old. Anyway, I did ask him through that tour. I said, why me? Like what, I'm kind of new, I mean, and look, I'm a blunt person. I don't fiddle faddle around. I'm going to get to the point. So and I was really, really honestly curious. I wanted to know, why did he choose me? Being I was a new agent, here he is, this experienced investor and all this stuff. He probably could call any agent he wanted. But you know what he told me? And this changed my mindset forever in real estate. He said, because I want to work with you because you are new. You have time for me. If I find a deal and I want to go look at the house, I don't have to necessarily make an appointment a week out. I don't have to depend on your assistant coming and meeting me. I can call you and you're available. You know what I started doing from that point? I told him, I said, I really, really appreciate you. Do you know what I started doing at that point as a new agent? And I'm sharing this because if you are a new agent, you need to hear me out on this. I'm telling you, it works. How I started marketing myself as a new agent, I was proud of that fact. And I said, you know what? I am a new agent and I am 100% so excited to be. Now, what does that mean for you? I'm available. I have nothing else going on. So you want to go look at 150 houses? That's what we'll do. I'm not going to pressure you. I'm not a pressure type person. I'm not going to pressure you to buy. I'm not going to pressure you to make an offer or do any of those things. We're going to go look until your heart is content, until you feel you have found the one. And it worked. It worked like a charm. And I was really working along the lines of a lot of first-time home buyers because, I might be a first-time agent, but they're also a first-time home buyer. So we'll just figure it out together. You know what I mean? So in any case, I felt led to share that with you. So hopefully it helps someone out there. Tips to be thoughtful. Again, keeping your mind right. Keep your mind set. There's only one you. You are unique. No matter what stage of the business that you're in, you have to figure out what sets you apart from Bob at your office or Sally on billboards. Why are you different? Why are you better? You have to really figure that out, grab it, and hone into it. And if you're still stuck, just call some of your past folks that you've been working with and ask them, why'd you pick me? Is it my awesome personality? What is it? And listen to what they say and then market yourself like that, okay? Because they see things that we don't see within ourselves. So you just want to be thoughtful of that. So tips to be thoughtful. Go the extra mile for your customers and teams. Sometimes the smallest gesture has the greatest impact. Do something fun and extra special for your community. Do something extra special to show your appreciation to past clients, right? Okay. But in any case, it's all about your mindset. So this is a reminder for the month of December. Remember your value. Keep your mind right. Stay focused. Have confidence and all the things. All right. Okay, cool. So let's talk about goals for December. So what are you most excited about this month? Well, December is going to have a bunch of fun stuff, right? I think I'm just most excited just to get the year over. I don't know about you. Give me a like on this video if you feel the same way. I'm just kind of like, can we get past 24, start thriving in 25? Because I'm kind of over it. To be honest, I am so over it. I've got a listing right now that's been sitting a while. I've never had a listing sit for 6 months ever in my career. Okay. And so I'm just over it. I'm ready to let's restart. So I think if it were me, I'm going to say that I'm most excited the fact that this is the last month in 2024. Any case, who is your why behind your daily drive? So who is that? Who is that person? And it could be just you. It could be somebody at your church. But who is the why behind what you do every single day? To go out there and get rejected and be told no and get the bad news from the lender and all the negative crap we deal with. Why do you do it? Right? Remember that. Very important to remember why you do what you do. Okay, let's talk about the numbers. So again, numbers for us and our business really should be broken down quarterly because it's really kind of hard to gauge those numbers monthly. But if you have kind of that quarter idea in mind, this is the last month of the year right here. So where are you trying to be? Income, what new leads in your database, appointments, contract signed, and closing. So where are you trying to be with that? Okay. Excuse me. The one thing. So the one thing is that one thing that you need to get done for the month in December. All right. And this could be personally, this could be related to business. This could be whatever that project is, whatever that thing is that's lingering in the back of your mind that you know you need to do. It could even be going to a doctor's appointment, right? I'm behind on mine. So whatever it is, what do you need to do? Let's go ahead and plan it out to get it done. Okay. And get that off your mind so that you can really focus on your work. Right. Um, what is it that's specific? So what is that one thing you want to accomplish? How will you know when it's accomplished? Which makes it measurable, achievable. How long is it going to take you to accomplish this goal? Is it a month thing, or is it just like a day thing, a few hours thing? How will this goal help you reach your business? Well, and I'm a firm believer that regardless if it's personal or if it's, cleaning out your garage, I believe that clears your mind up, right? It's that nagging thing that's in the back of your mind, you need to do. You get it done, and then you can, like, you feel better, right? So then you can kind of shift and focus more on work. So that's my 2 cents on it. What date this month will you have to have this completed? So what is the month that you need to have this completed? And if you think it's going to take to the end of the month, by all means, put that in there, right? Um, let's talk about the lead gen strategy. So again, remember, our focus is to be thoughtful, keep our mindset right, all the things. Um, how do you plan to prospect? Okay, and so you can write one thing here, you can write 3 things here, but you need to have sort of no more than 3. Okay, so don't overcomplicate this. And I think that's sort of why I feel these monthly planning sessions are so important, because I'm really trying to help you focus and hone in to your marketing for the month, because online is so much noise. There's so much crap online that it's so overwhelming that it almost makes me want to just go take a nap, because it's just so much. And at the end of the day, we are not super people, right? And we don't have a marketing department and all this other stuff, right? So we're small business owners that we're trying to build our business, and we literally cannot be everywhere at one time. And so actually in 2025, I'm most likely shutting down the Instagram account, and solely probably focusing on YouTube only, and might do occasional posts on Facebook. But marketing for me online, I think I'm just going to hone it into YouTube and put my focus there and my time there for right now. But in any case, when it comes to monthly marketing, you know, you don't necessarily need to go post on every single social media site, right? You don't need to necessarily go hit every neighborhood in your market, but you do want to focus in on no more than 3. I mean, 1, 2 is fine, 3, whatever. Here are some ideas if you need some help. Okay. And these are definitely December related. So Blitz 100 in your market, use a candy cane card. So I think I've talked to you about this before. But and let's see if I have a card here. I do. Okay. So here's my business card, right? And this is my real estate business card. And on the back is the little QR code and all that. What I do is I hole punch. I get 100 of these. Okay. I sometimes will do, last year I did like a special order of like 250, I think. But I divided them out and did 100. And I specifically needed 100 for the Blitz. So hole punched it, got some of the curly Q kind of ribbon Christmas theme, tied a candy cane on it, and put them in a gift bag. And I went out to the grocery store and to the Home Depot, specifically in the moving department. And I just had my bag and I just gave everyone and said, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Gave everyone a card with a candy cane, right? I'm not, and some of them would, ask me real estate questions. How's the market? What's going on? And that's what you're trying to do, right? Get those conversations started. So, it's just a way that you can focus on prospecting, getting your business out there for the cost of some candy canes, right? So it's not expensive. You don't have to make it complicated. And it's actually fun. Like, to be honest, you might think it's kind of scary, but I was a little scared at first, but I was more worried about the store kicking me out, but they didn't. Everybody was really cool about it. And it was fun. It was fun. And the kids loved it. It was just a lot of fun, getting in the community. And if you don't want to go alone, you don't have to. And actually, my thought was bring somebody with you and have somebody videoing you while you're doing that. And then you can use that as social media content, right, for the next week. So in any case, mail Christmas cards to everyone in your database. Yeah, So like the actual Christmas cards, mail that out. That's prospecting. I mean, it's, you're staying top of mind. And if you watch the close more in Q4 video with me, you understand that, Christmas and holidays and Thanksgiving and New Year's, those are, people talk about moving a lot during the holidays. They do. They're seeing friends and family they haven't seen in a while. They love it. They want to be with them. They start talking about it. So if they get a Christmas card in the mail from their favorite real estate agent, you are top of mind. I've had it happen. Okay. Take donuts to 5 tax accountants in your market. So go out, look for tax accountants that are in your market, go get 5 boxes of donuts, or go by your local grocery store, stop in the deli or the bakery, grab something, some kind of cookies or something, take them around, tell them Merry Christmas. Say, look, if you know of anybody that's needing some tax write-offs before the end of the year, you got a girl, I'm your agent, right? So, just go out there and do that. It's different. It's unique. It's really inexpensive. It's just easy to do. Okay. All right, cool. So let's talk about what's happening in December. We got a couple things. Some fun little like hashtag holidays, Cyber Mondays on the 2nd, National Cookie Day, Volunteer Day, Mountain Day, Gingerbread House Day. That's always a fun one. Ugly Sweater Day, Crossword Puzzle, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve. These are our month colors. Our month quote: grow and comfort do not coexist. I'm missing a T there. I apologize. But in order for you to grow your business and also be comfortable, it just doesn't work. It's not possible. So sometimes we have to go a little outside of our comfort zone, right? To grow our business. All right. So like if I was speaking about taking these candy canes out, if you've never done it before and you've never you don't leave the store until all 100 are gone, right? Because remember, all this stuff's a numbers game anyway. You very well may get, 10, you might get 10 leads out of it, maybe 1 client out of 100. It's a numbers game. Anyway, so the point I'm trying to make though is that if you've never done it before, it is scary, right? And it's uncomfortable and all of that. But once you do it once, it's not that bad. Think about the first time you ever went and showed a house. First time ever went and shown a house. It's scary as crap, right? But then after showing 3 or 4 of them, you start building that confidence. You start feeling a little bit better about the whole thing. Same thing with our business. You have to expand a little bit and go outside of your comfort zone somewhat. Because really, at the end of the day, how do you know what you don't like, unless you try it? So, you may go do 100 candy cane blitz and be like, this is not for me. And you may do it and be like, oh my gosh, that was the best thing ever. I don't know what I was freaking out about, So in any case, month changes. We have winter starting on December 22nd. So that's our biggest change is definitely the seasons are changing. So that's pretty much it for what's going on in December. So let's talk about Popeye ideas. So here's the thing, and I've got the three ideas. We're going to go through that in just a sec. But I did want to share with you, I created something super, super, super special just for you guys. Because I went and I Googled it online if there was anything like this, and there wasn't. So I said, well, I'll just go make it, right? And I got it at an unbelievable, awesome price. Anyway, let me show you what it is really quick, okay? So essentially what it is it's Home for the Holidays Ultimate Planner and Activity Guide, okay? I have created a PDF document, not branded, okay? So it's not branded. You don't have to go in and put your name on it and all this stuff, every page or anything like that. But it's a PDF document that you share with your past leads or your past clients and current leads. Yes, you can also use it as a lead magnet. Okay, so if you've taken my lead magnet workshop or you are familiar with landing pages and lead magnets, you can definitely draw in new leads with this, but it's primarily just as like a little gift, right? So you can use it as a gift to share with past clients, current leads, right? So the strategy behind it is this. It's an ultimate planner and activity kit. It's so much fun. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. So, for example, here you go. Holiday planning checklist. They're going to get their own checklist, right? So you just drop this in their email and you say, "Hey, I'm dropping this ultimate holiday, what do we call it? Let me go back up. Home for the holidays, ultimate planner and activity guide." You're going to drop this in their email as a PDF, okay? And then all they have to do is they're going to come in here and whatever pages they want to use, they just print them out and they use them. They'll love you for it. I know I would. I know being a planner person that I am. But it's just really, really good. And it's all done for you right here. So everything that they need, there's calendars, November, December, and January, all in here for them. There's a couple blank ones. There's a weekly planner. And then there's two different versions, a decorated one and then more of a modern, a daily planner, and Thanksgiving, Christmas budget. There's a Christmas bucket list they can print out, and then we get into holiday home decorating. There's a whole decorating section that shows them, it's just kind of spreadsheets that they can use for holiday decorating, including their tables, decor inventory. Then we get into Christmas card and gift list, right? So they can keep track of who they need to send Christmas cards to. Stocking stuffer ideas are already done for them. They just fill out, who the stockings for and what ideas they have for them. If they have more than 4 in their family, they're just going to print 2 of these pages, right? Christmas gift list, name gift, purchase wrapped, that's all done for them. Holiday online shopping tracker. Then we get into the holiday meal planning. There's even all of these are clickable, so they can click on it to get that specific recipe. And most of these go back to links that are to, what's that website called? Let me just see here. Why not? We'll just see what it is. Good Housekeeping. That's it. So if they click that link, they're going to go to the Good Housekeeping website that will then give them that recipe for whatever it is. What is this? Butternut squash soup. This is Food Network. So it's just various things and links that they can just grab to. Holiday meal recipe card. They've got the Thanksgiving menu plan. During the holidays, somebody brings a dish. They can go ahead and put, who that's assigned to. Shopping list. So they have all of this for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and for New Year's. So all that's done for them. Hold on, I'm not done yet. This thing's awesome. Okay, I'm going to show you. This is not even the fun part of the guide, right? Holiday traditions and wish list. This gives them some tradition ideas that they can do with their families. They can write out their traditions, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Christmas wishes. This is a fun one. So this is for everyone to, or if they want to write their letter to Santa Claus, right? So it's all in here, and this gives them the directions of what they need to do to get their letter to the North Pole in time. It gives them their the address and all the kind of things. And if they want to get a letter back from Santa Claus, it shows them what to do. And then there's, of course, nonprofit operations and things are Toys for Tots, things like that for families that need to be adopted if they want to do anything like that as far as the community. Christmas wish list here. So this would be perfect for all ages. They give this out to folks in the home, and they can put their shoe size, shirt size, pant size, all that kind of stuff. And then for the little ones, they have a little Dear Santa letter that they can write in to Santa. If they have overnight guests, they can definitely, there's everything in here that they need to do to prepare for that, including a cleaning list. Even gives ideas for like doing a little welcome basket to welcome them in. A Wi-Fi network and password. They print this out, frame it in a 5x7 frame, write in their network and their password, put it on the little nightstand in the guest room. Boom. How fun is that, right? And you're providing all of that to them in a simple PDF, and it's really simple. Not only that, and I'm not going to go through every page here. Listen, there's over 120 pages in this thing. There's a printable advent calendar. Super fun for your clients who have children. They print this out, cut it with a pair of scissors, and there's directions in here that every day the kids can pick one and then decide what, that's what they're going to do, or they could just actually plan out every activity. There's activity pages for your clients who have little children to color on and all that good stuff. There's some really fun games in here, dice grid. They just print this game card out, essentially, roll the dice, and then they get to do all the things in there. Christmas tree. I think you use Hershey Kisses for this one. Just so much fun. It's so much fun. So there's that, all the activities. And then this is the last little piece, which I think is super fun. Actually, no, it's not the last piece. There's more. I think it's the other games, but in any case, Home Alone trivia. How fun is this? Have you ever seen this movie? But like, if you're having a holiday party, right? If your client's having a holiday party, they print the game cards out, pass it around, and then maybe do some little giveaways or something for whoever gets it. Most of the stuff right? So it's like true or false, and it's just fun stuff, and it's all done for you, for them. Even information about the actual house, right? So this is the actual Home Alone house. It actually just sold. I want to say this was sold in 2024 for over 5 million. Yeah. So it's a real house. That was a real house they filmed that in. In any case, there's answer keys to everything. All of it is done. And there's so many more. Like, there's so many more games and stuff in it. In any case, I've created it all for you. You get your own little branding guide, where you pop your picture in, add your information, and then you just email it out. You email it out to everybody in your database. How cool is this? Of course, print one for yourself, for your own party, for your own friends and family. It's $12. Okay, it's 24, but I got it half off right now, so it's $12. Let me show you what the branding kit looks like really quick, so you can see that. Here's all the games. So yeah, the trivia had to have its own. Home Alone had to have its own kind of thing, but name that Christmas movie, what's in the bag. There's all kinds of stuff in here. They'd love it. So this is what the branding kit looks like. So this is the only thing you edit in Canva are these 3 pages. So you pop your picture in there, you tell them Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all the things on the second page. Third page, all these buttons are already done for you. So the PDFs are already added in there. There's nothing you need to do other than add your website at the bottom of those 3 pages. And these 3 pages is what you save as PDF and email to them. And it's super cool. It's super fun. I've given you some social media posts so you can talk about it. You could even change out your Facebook banner if you want to promote it there. You can do that. And then, of course, there's the text that you can text out to past clients and current leads to say, hey, check your email. I just sent you this really super awesome printable workbook. And again, I think it's like 100 and some odd pages. Yeah, it's like 120 something pages anyway. Hope you get that because I think you'll really love it. I know I would. Anyway. All right, cool. So let's get in it. Let's finish it up here. Pop by idea number 1. So we've got National Cookie Day on December the 4th. Here is an idea of a tag. This is included in the for the Fall 24 Pass members. No matter how the cookie crumbles, clients like you are the best part of my business. Happy Cookie Day, right? So these are tags that you can, themes that you could use. If Famous Amos, if you have a copy of this workbook, you can click the image to go straight to the Amazon link. But in any case, like this, you get 30 packs for $12. And I don't know if you've ever tried Famous Amos before, but I'm going to tell you, it's the best cookies you ever have. I just think I get so many. Everybody loves them. All right. So it's less than 40 cents a bag. You could take maybe 4 or 5 bags, pop it in one of these little cute little like Christmassy looking gingerbread house looking thing bags here. These are also on Amazon. These are $30 for 24. So it's about $1.25 a bag, but I just, come on, like it's little houses, right? And we're real estate agents. How cool is that? So you could do that for just, a couple bucks, 4 or 5 bags, add this little tag on here or create something that resembles that. Done, right? And it's just fun. Gingerbread House Day is on the 12th. Here to help you find the perfect gingerbread house. Happy Gingerbread House Day. And so you can actually pick this up at Five Below. It is an entire gingerbread house kit. Now, I don't know what they would have in stock, so you definitely could have it shipped if you need to order additional ones. But I mean, for $5, I mean, you know, you don't get a ton in the box, but it's just like the presentation of the box is pretty decent for $5, you know. And then you could throw it in one of these reusable, cool little gift bags. These are all reusable, and they're of course colorful and all that stuff. They're about $1.50 a piece. So there's that. And then we have crossword puzzle day. I will help you solve the real estate puzzle. Let's find home. And so that is on the 21st. They do have a house to home word search real estate edition puzzle on Amazon that I found at $6.98. But if that's all you're doing there, you could just do one crossword per household, tie a little ribbon on it with your little tag there. Good to go, right? So just some fun ways to show up if you plan on doing pop eyes this year. But either way you go, if you're going to mail a Christmas card, email a Christmas card, however you do it, definitely I think this planner is super fun, right? And of course I want to sell it, of course, right? But honestly though, like I just get so excited with it. I've already sent copies to people in my family, so it's just, yeah, it's really cool. Okay, so let's talk about your Popeye strategy. Oh, and here's the thing too, not to keep talking about it, but I just think it's really important. It's $12. You pay the $12, but you could send it to everybody in your database. So if you have 1,000 people in your database, I mean, that's not even a penny a person. You can't get any cheaper than that, right? So it's just, I don't know. It's super cool, super fun. All right. My pop by this month will be, and fill it in. Is it going to be digital, physical, or both? How I plan to deliver my pop by. Are you going to email it, mail it, or drop it off? And your dates and details. So usually what I do, if I know that, like, let's say, for example, I'm going to do this crossword puzzle day and I know crossword puzzles on the 21st. I don't have to be on the 21st, but I like to say I'd like to have these out by the 21st, right? Because that's the whole point. So I'll start with my date to deliver first, and then I work backwards on my other dates, right? So date to assemble, date to shop, and then my pop by budget, and then whatever that budget is, right? And there's a little checklist there for you. Now, if you want direct links to all this stuff, if you just click the little link in the workbook, I'll also link it below, including the holiday guide thing over here. I will make sure to link that below to this video. But if you want to come in here and sort of, remember these ideas, you just go right here. I've created a whole page for you with that. So, and these go all the way back to November, October, September, and we'll just keep adding to them every month. Okay. Social system marketing plan. So there's 5 types of content: educational, fun, value, promotional, personal. Remember, we're just trying to sprinkle this all in, right? However, wherever you are online, whatever your social strategy is, you want to give them a little bit of everything, right? So we don't want to be just promotional or just educational. You want to have a good little mix of everything. And then our social strategy for the month. What is happening in your clients' lives this month? What's going on? Who is your target client? Who are you going after? And what is happening with them, right? If they're, if your target client's a move-up seller, they probably have middle-aged kids. They're probably in the mindset of getting Christmas trees picked out and planning Thanksgiving dinner, which you better go give them a copy of the holiday planner, because those are the perfect clients that love that stuff. What is happening in your life? What is happening in your life this month? What are you going through? What's happening with you? And where do you want, oops, that is a typo. That should say December. In any case, line through it, put December. What is your content theme focus? So in other words, whatever's happening in your client's life and in your life, try to merge the two and sort of theme your social media around that. So if Christmas is the big thing right now, for December, of course, everything you want to be Christmas themed related, right? And we had some pretty good ones in our fall pass this month in terms of December social media posts. A lot of it was Christmas related, so it was pretty cool. Social media tracker, writing down where you're at on your social platforms, and then our marketing planner. So this month it's a little bit different because really I've given you the calendars here for December, but it's really about using the time right now to sort of focus in and think about next year, right? We're going to thrive in 25. And so I think it's mostly important to sort of start drafting out where you want your goals to be. And again, this all has to do with numbers. Everything has to do with numbers. So per month, and over to the side, January, February, March, that's Q1. Where are you trying to get to financially in Q1? Q2 financially, where you want to be. Start with that big number financially and work your way down. Okay. So if you need to make $100,000 or $50,000 in Q1, how many closings do you need in order to hit that 50,000? You have to figure that out. All right. Let's say if you're $50,000 and the average commission's $10,000 in your market, you need 5 closings through the quarter, right? So on average, you need 1 to 2 closings a month to be able to hit that $50,000 goal, right? So 1 to 2 a month, and that needs to be your number. So of that, how many appointments do you need to go on to get those closings, right? How many houses do you need to show to get the contracts? And then you taper your numbers down like that. And at the end of the day, where the numbers stop, and the kind of the end of that poll there is how many leads you're getting to your database every single day. That's where the number stops, right? So if I need $50,000 in a quarter, I make $10,000 a month in commission. I know I need 5 closings that quarter to hit my money goal, right? And of the 5 closings, let's say I need to be going on maybe, I don't know, another 10% of that would be probably somewhere in the ballpark of 50 appointments to get my 5 closings. So if I do 50 appointments divided by 3, I need 16 appointments a month. Now, if I take 16 appointments divided by 30 days, I need to be doing 1 appointment every other day. Now, in order to get that 1 appointment every other day, I probably need to be adding about 10 leads a day to my database, right? Because if I add 10 new friends, new people that I go out and I go prospect and I go meet into my database, odds are I might get 1 appointment for every 10, right? And I need about 50 appointments to get my 5 closings to be able to hit that $50,000 goal for the quarter. It all has to do with numbers. When you know your numbers, you're golden. And when you can break it down daily and okay, I got to go meet 10 friends today. It's not that bad, right? But if you think, yeah, right, there's no way I'm going to hit $50,000 this quarter. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to get 5 closings. Don't worry about the big numbers. Figure out what you need to do on a daily basis. Do that. And your big numbers come. It's just natural. It just happens. Okay. So sky is the limit. Opportunity is out there. It's everywhere. It's unbelievable. So it's everywhere. Okay. And it's all about knowing your numbers to go get that. All right. So I hope that helps. Definitely pencil in, of course, very important. I also talk about this in my boot camp. Very important to take personal time, right? So if you know in June, you're going to be spending the month in June at the beach with your friends and your family and doing all the things, you need to double up April and May, right? So that way, when you're vacationing, you're off, you're vacationing. You have to recharge your battery. It's super important to do that. But that then means if you're trying to make another 50,000 in April, May, June, well, now your numbers are going to be a lot more heavier in April and May. You probably got to go meet about 15 friends a day versus 10 because you're going to be out some in June, right? We don't stop working. We need that vacation, but we have to make up those numbers somewhere. So we just, it's all about having a plan. It's all about kind of penciling it out and knowing what we're going after. And that's essentially it at the end of the day. So there's a little December calendar for you there. Of course, as you know, what you focus on expands. So that is that. I'm a little winded. We almost made it under the hour, or we did make it under the hour. We're doing good. Okay, cool. Perfect. So I hope you got an aha moment from this video. I greatly appreciate you being here. If you want your little pink Santa hat, don't forget, definitely be subscribed, like the video, leave a comment if you'd like to share anything about Christmas, what kind of prospecting you plan to do, maybe, what prospecting idea you got from this video that you're going to try. I'd love to hear from you, and definitely grab the workbook. Right. So grab the workbook so that way I have your email address, because everybody that registers for this workbook and the Close More in Q4 workbook is going to be automatically drawn to be able to get the super cool pink hat. So anyway, I hope you have the best Thanksgiving holiday if you're watching this by the time it comes out. And if I failed to mention it on our next video, I hope you have the best wonderful Christmas and that you have tons of blessings, and I wish you mountains of success. And I am just so thrilled and pumped for the new year. So I'm ready to thrive in 25, and I am wishing all of that for you as well. Okay, so until the next one, let's get out there. Let's get it. Love you. Bye.